G'day everyone. Here we are sitting in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 in the Council 500E with the spray kit on. It's probably a little bit awkward, this spray kit really for this. It's not quite the right one we normally use in New Zealand, but it's the only spray kit we've got on it at this stage, so we use it. I was just testing another scenery out. It was a bit of a one I was teasing in the other day in one of the little videos I did. Let's get this spooling back up. Just working on a farm scenery put up on my website at some stage, so I'll have the whole farm for those that want to practice ag ops and that. So it's quite a bit of work, obviously, trying to put everything in. So I'm just going to test how much that it can actually handle frame rate wise. So I'll take off and we'll fly around and have a little look and have a little bit of a play as well with the spray kit. I'll just lift off up here. So I just don't want to kill the frames to make it too hard to fly in. So I've got to just sort of try and get a balance of how much detail I can actually add in. So this is a farm that I grew up on in the far north, up in the hills out of Kirikiri. So you'll see I've tried to add a lot of detail. I'm just going to fly back around again. So far it hasn't killed the frames in VR. That's good. So I've been putting a lot of stuff around, a lot of custom assets and just need to figure out what my controller's doing here. Speed up. Right, we'll come back around again. So I pretty much wiped the entire, from boundary to boundary of the farm. I wiped all the default Microsoft stuff off it clean, started again, with all custom. A lot of pigs in this bush. Just checking everything out for scale at the moment. I've tried to put all the water troughs in. These sort of pine trees. These are obviously, I'm trying to keep the model detailed down a bit so that they're keeps the frames up. What I've noticed too is in this area in the far north here, you can see just here, I'll come in and around and just land on this little bit. You can actually see how detailed the terrain mesh is, and this is just running stock with the New Zealand update. They must have a lot higher resolution data they're able to use here because it's just pretty incredible. I'm just going to touch down here on this track. You can see that's actually cut out of the side of the hill. Even just looking at the hillside above me there, you can see all the little humps and hollows where it looks like there's a bit of a slip or something coming down. And I'll go down the bottom and show you the effluent pond. I actually haven't done any fences on this section here yet, as you probably notice. I'm trying to work my way through and do all the fences because if I can handle it, it'll make it a lot more immersive doing ag ops and that in the sim. Very basic custom house that was there. Still a bit more stuff to finish off adding. Cows in the cow shed. I'll come down over the side here. Now, I haven't touched any of the terrain here. This is just all how it picks it up off the whatever the terrain mesh elevation data it's getting. So you can see it's even picked up a drain here running off away from the effluent pond that goes down to the next one. Put all these power wires and that in. I haven't finished doing them all yet, but it's so you can come around and turn over the top if you're doing ag stuff. Spraying run down through here. Just incredible amount of detail in the terrain, which is why I sort of picked this. I mean, I know the farm as well because growing up on it, and also just the fact that the terrain detail is so good in this area if you've got the New Zealand update. There's a bit of a cliff in the native bush next door, so I've just thrown that in. Come back around and see if we can land on that spreader truck, loading truck again, and then do one more run, and then I'll call the video there because it's looking pretty good. Just need to get in and keep finishing all the fences and little shrubs and things. Watch all the wires there. Put the Fonterra number at the gateway. Probably wouldn't really be doing ag ops here with the cows at the cow shed, but I just thought it makes it a little bit more realistic. Like, looks cool for when you're in the sim. Sorry mate, nearly hit you with the boom there. Right, I'll take off and do one more run on the other side of the road. I just need to check over there because this is an area I haven't done too much on yet. So I got all these fences and that to put in yet. It's a pity there's not an auto fencing tool because it's painstakingly slow having to angle and line them up with the terrain because obviously the fences are all custom made and it's pretty tricky to make something follow the terrain because it's sort of the way it does. Microsoft does it is it kind of squarely juts out, so you have to manually rotate it to each change in grade on the plane of the terrain. You can actually see the race here. It's got a drain down the side there, but look at it. It's all modelled in the sim. It's pretty amazing with this high mesh. Back in and land. Nice and firm, and yeah, we'll call it there. So I'll just wind the revs off. I won't bother doing any external stuff with this because it just takes extra time to record it all. Was just really wanting to test it to see how the frames are looking, and it's a good test if I can fly in VR and be recording the inside view as well, because that definitely kills the frames for me a little bit sometimes in a high area. So this is still sweet, so I could still add plenty more yet, which is good. Yeah, so stay posted, and until then we'll catch you on the next one.